Why is the KZ Sportsman Classic the best RV out there? I'm going to show you why right now. So this brand does a few things that are really good for your RV. For one, it creates the floors in the RV and the bed floor all with actual plywood. This means that it's not going to rot out if it gets wet on you. It's really good quality stuff. They also underpin this entire RV to keep it airtight and to keep any of the animals out, like squirrels and mice. So it keeps everything out of your RV. They also use this foam that is a special foam for keeping mice and squirrels out. It's a foam that they don't like eating. It they just don't like it. And everywhere that there's a spot that they have to, the KZ brand had to put something out or put something in, they use that special foam in those areas. And it's a more pricey foam, but it keeps all the critters out. Another thing the KZ brand does is they put these little blocks, they weld them on the bottom of the bumper. And what that does is when you're pulling into a gas station that has a steep incline, or you're going into a campground that's got a steep area, it prevents your sewer pipes from dragging or breaking off. And it's one of those things that, it's low. They don't have to do it to sell their product, but they know that this is going to make their product last long, and it's going to, give a good product name to them. And it's just another thing that I really appreciate from the brand. I really appreciated this. So instead of using cheap tires on their RV like everybody else does, and this typical story is when you get an RV, the first thing you do is you put good tires on it. This RV, I checked the brand on it, and the tires on this are actually good tires. So they did this right. They put good tires on it to begin with. Also, they put bearing buddies on here from the factory. So it's something I don't have to add. But it's those little things that said, we know these are things you want or to keep maintenance down. And the KZ brand just put it on there automatically. Instead of putting valves way back where they're not that useful, they put you a nice set of your gray tank valve here, your black tank valve here, and it's right on the end. So you don't have to end up buying an extra valve on the end because your valves are already on the end right there. They really thought about everything. And of course, they did a good job labeling all the items on it. The KZ Sportsman Classic was the only RV I could find that was 3,000 pounds, so I could haul it with my Toyota Tacoma and actually have a slide, a usable slide. So this right here told me that they actually care about the people they're selling it to. So this is a 3,000 pound RV, and typically the tongue weight on any RV is 10%. So you would think it would be the hitch weight would be 300 pounds. Well, they know that if they put a 300-pound hitch weight on this, somebody would be towing this with a Jeep or the new Ford Bronco, and they care about safety. This is a 3,000-pound RV. You shouldn't barely have the capabilities, and then try to haul it with your Bronco or your Jeep Wrangler. So when they put a 370-pound hitch weight on here, that stops the salesman from selling this to somebody with a Jeep Wrangler. If it was 300 pounds, they would sell it to them, and the person with the Wrangler would be scared to death on the highway, but would still drive with this thing going down the road. So I kind of appreciate that from KZ because they know you shouldn't be driving down the road in a Jeep Wrangler driving this thing down the road. So I do appreciate that. Small trucks are just fine. They have a higher uh, vehicle pulling capacity. When you're comparing the inside of an RV, I mean, they're pretty much all the same. The same cabinets, the same table sets. Maybe the slides are a little different, but generally they're all the same. So I can't say anything good or bad about the inside. It's just typical RV. Nothing much to say. So that's my thoughts on the KZ RV brand. This is a KZ Sportsman Classic. What I've seen from the quality of it is actually really good. For an RV standard, it's really really good. I've seen other RVs out there, and they're coming apart on the seams, and even after a year, even they're starting to pop apart. Where this one, I've had really good luck, and I don't think it's luck. It's just they're doing a good job building these things, and as you can see by the things they've been doing, they put a lot of thought into it. They're not trying to sell a product. That's why I really like the KZ brand.